2024, a new beginning, 12 months, 52 weeks, 365 days, 8,760 hours, 525,600 minutes, 3.14 E plus 7 seconds. This is what Google gave me, but you know what? This bit of the video is over. The point of it is that I was going to spend every waking moment of my year working on my creative passion. Nothing was going to stop me. But then I got sick.
I used to have a job, but I got laid off. I used to have a wife, but she said she had enough. I used to have a car, but it got repossessed. It seemed the Lord had found someone he likes to test. I've lost all the man could lose, that's why I sing the blues.
Yeah, but I've been here, rotting in bed, and when I'm not here, I'm probably like... And while I was rotting in bed, I thought about, like, I am a freelance creative. I'm in a very fortunate spot to be in. But at the same time, I felt like I couldn't rest because I'm in such a privileged spot. But then also, I thought about the times where I get lowballed for projects, or like the late payments, or just the crazy contracts and deadlines and turnaround times. Like, it feels like those are two opposing ideas. Like, it feels like I'm being taken advantage of or not being valued, which is common in our society. The arts are very undervalued. It's just interesting when I have kind of also internalized that, where I don't even value myself enough to give me a rest without feeling guilty. Kind of nod at my brain, like, am I the only one feeling this? Whenever you ask that, you're not the only one feeling this.
Seems all that remains is the news, that's why I sing the blues.
You know, as a working creative, you deal with a lot of like bullshit. They say like, oh, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. But you want to know the tea, the reality of the situation? There's a reason why companies feel okay doing that. And I think that could explain why we have this lingering guilt within ourselves on why we don't want to rest. You want to know the tea? Here's the tea. In 2022, WeTransfer surveyed over 6,500 creatives from over 180 countries. And what they found is disheartening, but not really surprising. 5% of all respondents said that they experienced burnout. A third of solo entrepreneurs in the US earned $50,000 on average, which is below the median wage in the US. They cited late payments, canceled contracts, or just people not paying. 57% of Gen Z working agencies believe they're being underpaid, yet only 13% asked for a raise. Yeah, that sounds all pretty bad, but 78% still said that they were willing to make personal sacrifices for their goal. That is what we call passion, baby. That same passion is the thing that is being exploited. And the scholars at Duke University actually has a term for it. And it's called, it's called passion exploitation. If you're passionate about something, you're being exploited. We're not even talking about just creatives. That if you are just passionate about something, you are more likely to be given a lot more responsibilities than you signed up for. In one study, participants who read that an artist was strongly passionate about their job said it was more legitimate for the boss to exploit the artist than those who read the artist wasn't as passionate. I think this is common among artists. We are typically the ones who are passionate about something because this work has a lot of bullshit. Participants rated it more legitimate to exploit workers in jobs more traditionally associated with passion, such as artists or social worker, than in jobs not generally seen as labor of love, such as store clerk or bill collector. And I think that explains why a lot of clients and companies lowball creatives. It's because, well, you're passionate about your job. So maybe I don't need to pay you. You know what they say? The work is its own reward. No, it's not. I would like to be paid with money because I have bills. I would love to just eat exposure for dinner, but exposure doesn't power the light bill, doesn't give me water to my house. Maybe suck on that one, bitch. So what they're basically saying is if you have passion for your job and you show it to other people, to your boss especially, they're like, oh, actually I could fuck this guy over. I could fuck this person over. I don't need to pay them. In researching this, I found this article on Forbes. This reporter, Mark C. Perna, interviews this guy, Jim Love. And it says Director Client Solutions at Tapfin. That sounds made up. That sounds like a made up place. It's not real. Also, I love how in the article they say like, Love is a member of Gen Z. Yes, I believe you, Love, that you are a member of Gen Z. I fully believe you.
How do you do, fellow kids?
This article just really pissed me off. That's why I'm including it in this video. He says that young people need an opportunity to explore their passions in a real way. We see this trend only continuing as side hustles prove worthy of their time in a multitude of ways. I hate the idea of side hustles, honestly. We need to stop side hustles. And here's the thing I really want to point out in this article that kind of validates the Duke study. He says that if gig work is enabling a passion, then it's most certainly a side hustle. However, we are oftentimes seeing gig work as a necessary tool for cash. Make note of that, necessary tools for cash. Side hustles are passions that aren't always necessarily monetized. They may take time to learn and grow. Gig work always comes with a price tag. This seems very arbitrary, the gig work versus side hustle. The only thing that is removed from the gig work is the passion side. That's just called a job. That's just a regular job. So let's just say that graphic design is my passion. That means that I might not be paid for it. But if graphic design is just a gig to me, I still do the same work. That doesn't make any sense. Like the only thing that's different is just the passion. This person is just saying like, oh, so a side hustle is just the same thing without passion. If you even work a 9 to 5, you should have a side hustle. Your job should promote that, even though like maybe the job should just pay you more. But then if you do the side hustle, you're passionate about it. I should just do my job because that's my job. The job doesn't pay enough, so I need, even though like maybe the job should just pay you more. But then if you do the side hustle, I'm like, what? Oh yeah, I forgot about my tea. I should probably go get that. All right, well, so what is the answer to this problem that we have? Is it what Love kind of inadvertently suggested, which is stop being passionate about your work? If you don't have passion for it, well, to you, that's just work. But that doesn't seem right. Even if you're not a creative, if you're passionate about something, that shouldn't be an excuse for you to be paid less. There's some things to aid in this slowly. One, being aware of the problem. So me making this video, I hope I'm making you aware that people are doing this to you. Like science has proven it. You're not crazy. I just want to let you know that you're not crazy. What you're feeling is you're valid. You're very valid. And the second way is community. I'm in a group chat with a bunch of other graphic designers and we talk about how much we charge for clients or how much this client is willing to pay. There's just like openness, and I think most people nowadays are very open with their practices, with their financial practices, so don't be afraid to ask. And you can see that this whole exploitation like narrative or this idea is so prevalent in the world because that's just the mentality that they had to create Dolly and Midjourney. They're like, whatever these artists create, I don't care. We're just gonna put them all in there. That's just free stuff for us to exploit freely. So I think this is a very prevalent idea in the world. Just because it's something we love, that doesn't mean we shouldn't be, you know, compensated for it. Because this is real jobs. Like we've seen it last year with the writer strikes in Hollywood. And if you really think about it, we spend so much time consuming content, or what you say is art. Whatever it is, content, art, films, books, TV shows, TikToks, all that is created by very passionate people. Companies wouldn't be exploiting it if it wasn't so valuable. If they're willing to exploit you, obviously it's valuable. All right, well, enough not being in bed. No more of that. So, what is the point of all this? What did I learn? What did we learn? Well, we learned that society pretty much sees artists as undervalued, and even we don't value ourselves with how we treat ourselves. So, another solution, a third solution, or to address the problem, is to be kind to yourself. Give yourself breaks. I think there's this belief that since our creativity is pretty much limitless, we could just keep, mining it for people who are working creatives, mining it for money. And a bit of myself, like a little bit of my ego, is that like, oh, I need to start working now. Like, but also you are a physical, material person. You need things. You need money. You need a roof over your head. And I think just resting actually helps you in the long run. One of my friends told me about this. He would have a rest year where he would work less, not earn as much money, but that's all to replenish your creativity. Like, that Austin Kleon quote, creatives need time to do nothing. But that kind of like is antithesis to like our hustle grind culture. Like, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing nothing. You have to be always earning. You always have to be growing. And I think that is where the anxiety I had while I was sick is like, oh, I'm not growing. I'm stunted. But like, you're sick. I'm sick. Like, I need to, I need to just lie around and do nothing and recover. Go get some rest. And every day is a new beginning. It doesn't have to necessarily be at the beginning of the year. A new beginning is every day, as they say. Yeah, well, I'll see you on the next video. And yeah, go take care of yourself. Whoop. Whoa.